Hi everyone, welcome back to Venus on the Half Shell. This is Chef Gigi, and today we're talking about pumpkins, which are a squash. Sometimes debatable about whether they're a fruit or a vegetable, but they're also rich in antioxidants. They have So this is canned pumpkin. In North America, it's popular this time of year to be making pumpkin pies, pumpkin bread, pumpkin muffins. We use them a lot in sweet applications, but in many parts of the world, Africa, Latin America, um, they're grown as a vegetable. They're used more as a vegetable than a fruit, and they're delicious, like pumpkin stew. You can make a really nice vegan or vegetarian pumpkin stew or not. They're also used in Italy, pumpkin risotto, stuffed pumpkin blossoms, which are really delicious, and those can be sweet or savory. You could stuff them with ricotta and drizzle with honey, deep fry. Those are zucca di fiori. They're really, really good. So I don't have a fresh pumpkin to show you, but this has been steamed in some some large, facility somewhere. This is a very popular brand in America. I'm not sure the rest of the world, but we're coming into fall season, so they're going to be used everywhere. They're fond now of making pumpkin spiced lattes, which have never appealed to me personally, but because it doesn't lend itself to me to coffee. But hey, if that's floats your boat, go for it. Of course, they're really a popular latte. So, but that's all from a simulated flavor. Coffee bars and things are using, which doesn't bother a lot of people, and that's okay. But they're using like a syrup, a pumpkin, artificially flavored pumpkin syrup to make those lattes. But again, that's fine. If that's what makes people happy, it's good. So a quick bread, a pumpkin quick bread, is using pumpkin. You could substitute banana, zucchini. A quick bread, remember, relies on not yeast, but like a baking powder to help it rise. Eggs are also a natural rising agent. Eggs, we all know eggs probably, and remember, not everybody may honestly have a familiarity with using a lot of these ingredients because we take them for granted, but they're actually used in heavier, wealthier dishes. So and I'm not saying we all take them for granted at all, honestly, because we all know prices are rising. We're aware of that, but things like using eggs in baking is a sign of a wealthier society, honestly. And so butter, is going to be used in this recipe. I did do a video on substituting oil. So I may substitute some oil when I use oil in a sweet bread or a quick bread, such as muffins again, or a sweet bread. Use less oil because it's going to add moistness and richness to the product, but you use less. I'm also going to add some chopped nuts. When you go to bake it, you can do a variety. You can do muffins, you can do a loaf pan. This is a reusable loaf pan, and I do save stuff. And so I tend to, because I have been a chef longer than I care to share. No, I'm kidding. But I got my first job in the kitchens at 12 years old, washing dishes. So tons of you guys out there, just the same. I know it. You've been working all your lives. So my hat, down there is literally off to you. But in restaurants and hotels, we were using parchment paper way before it was being sold in stores and used at home by home cooks. So now it is, and good on them. Good on all home cooks. Good for you guys. But it is going to, it's going to help. It's going to do a few things. It's going to help you release the baked goods and have a nice uniform color and texture. It's going to help prevent burning. These pans aren't, they're a good pan for releasing the baked product. They're not going to necessarily burn, but old loaf pans from maybe our grandmother or from way before will burn. You generally bake a quick bread about 350, even 325 to 375, but 350 might be a good medium heat. Again, back to the pumpkin. So many cultures use it in a variety of different ways. This is probably produced mostly for the North American market because, again, we like it in quick breads and, all these things. But the whole squash, and I don't have one to show you for those of you who like to know these things. And you've probably seen a whole pumpkin, but it's has quite a hard shell exterior, or rind, you would really say. This is this color because it's been steamed and vacuum packed in some big facility. It's not the end of the world, but if I'll do a pumpkin here and the flesh is a lot like brighter and yet more yellow and cleaner and oranger. Oh, there's my doggy. He wants to come in, so I'll let him in. And so pumpkin, it also has a lot of fiber. Hi there, guy. Come on in. So pumpkin has a lot of fiber, and it is said to, yeah, you can lie down there. And so it is said to be good for some cancers, and it's also immunity, said to be good for eyesight as well, just like carrots. And so a lot of different usages and health properties. And it's actually really delicious, again, to eat in savory applications. And so I'll do a pumpkin stew or something. There's a lot of nice different recipes, out there. It could be used in like many different ways, just endless. It's a very versatile thing. Oh, I was gonna say, when I worked in Munich, I worked at the Hilton Hotel way back. I worked at the Hilton Hotel and in Munich at the AM Tucher Park, Deutschland, München, and that was really verrückt. That was it was a lot of work. And, back then, the hotels, I'll do a video on hotels, but hotel work, the culinary industry was completely different. But, and there were no women working really professionally in the kitchen. Of course, women were expected to be the home cook, but there was none working professionally. So I got a job there. I lived in dormitory style housing the hotel provided. And it was wow. It was crazy. But one day they came and they asked me, because I was the American on site, to go and teach the rest of the crew. This was in the 90s, I guess, to go how to go carve a pumpkin. So that was kind of funny because, it's Kürbis in German, Kerbis. So they didn't know how, probably some people did, but it was kind of a thing to carve pumpkins, to learn how to carve pumpkins. So that was kind of a funny thing. They were doing an American, we of course had military bases there from the end of World War II. So we had So they had an interest in a love of like American styles. And now Halloween is everywhere. And I mean, it was then too, probably, but it's uber celebrated everywhere. So it's all over the place. And so that is the pumpkin story. And have a wonderful evening, everybody, and pumpkin dreams. And I'll go make some pumpkin bread, and thinking of everybody out there and appreciating you all, sending everybody lots of positive energy. Stay strong, stay positive, and keep balancing out your life. Keep balancing out your life, guys, because you can do it all. You know, it seems impossible, but it's very, very possible. And getting out of one's own way is going to help, you know, which sounds so simplistic. I know it's not easy, but it's not selfish to find balance in one's life and put your own needs and your own happiness, because the happier one is in oneself, and the truer one is in oneself and their own values, your own values, and staying true, you're going to feel less conflicted about and the decisions you're making, and following your heart and doing right by the people who care about you, but doing right by yourself, because that's going to get you into your happy life. So stay strong again, and Pumpkin Philosophy, have a beautiful evening, and thank you all for your support. I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate the support out there, which is there in trying new things and doing new things, embracing new ideas. Have a beautiful evening, everybody. Ciao. Take care. Bye. At Venus on the Half Shell. We'll talk to you later. Bye.